Hey everyone, it's Ashley and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm so excited. I decided to start a vlog or a YouTube channel because I am considering weight loss surgery. So I wanted to kind of document my thoughts about the process, what I'm going through. In case I do decide to go with it, I wanted to have kind of a record of everything I'm feeling and why I want to have it. So maybe afterwards, if I'm miserable, I can remind myself, hey, this is why you did this. So I have been considering weight loss surgery very seriously for yeah, it's about a year now, a little over a year, and I've been kind of considering it casually for 5 or 6. It was always kind of a backup plan, like, oh, if this diet doesn't work, then I'll think about surgery, or if this fitness plan doesn't work, then I'll think about weight loss surgery. And guess what? They didn't work. I'm still here, still fat. So I'm thinking about it. I went to my first weight loss seminar or bariatric surgery seminar in July, and it is now September 23rd. So several months of just lots of thought and reading and talking to people and join some support groups just to kind of see what people's lives are like with after the surgery. So lots of thought going into it. And yesterday I had my first meeting with the program coordinator. So the hospital I am going to be using is University Hospital in Augusta, Georgia. I chose this hospital because one, it's in my hometown, so that's convenient. And two, it is a self-contained program. So they have surgeons, they have two surgeons on staff, the program coordinator who is an RN, BSN, and CBN, and also she is a sleever. Guess I can start using the terminology now. So she had VSG, and she looks amazing, and she's really sweet. And so I like that she's also had experience with this procedure in addition to having the medical experience necessary. They have a nutritionist. Oh, excuse me. They have a nutritionist on staff and a psychologist, and all of these uh, medical providers work almost exclusively with bariatric patients. They're extremely familiar with the surgeries and what the patient's lives are like, and they kind of cater their information to bariatric patients. So I really like that. It's a strong system of support during, or before, during, and after the surgery. So they have support groups that meet every month at the hospital. Lots of follow-up visits with the surgeon and the nurses, and so it's a good support system. They're not just saying, here, have the surgery, you're done, and that's going to work well with my personality. So I had the first meeting with the program coordinator yesterday. She gave me a checklist. So how Hermione Granger am I with my checklist, which is great because that's exactly my personality. So first thing done, attend the seminar, did that. Insurance, got that, good, that's nice to have. So the very next thing that I have to do is I have to begin a physician supervised diet. So I'll meet with a nutritionist once a month for 6 months. If I miss a month, I have to start over. So let's not do that. Before I went in my meeting with the program supervisor, I had to fill out a whole packet of information. It's kind of like a medical history, but it was instead of a medical history, well, it was that, but it was also like a diet history, which was interesting. I never filled one of those out before for a physician. So every time I go in for my yearly, they're like, oh, well, you're still fat, like you need to lose weight. Here's your triglycerides, and here's your blood pressure. You need to lose weight. But it was never like, what are you eating? Why are you eating it? Which is the big question for me. And when are you eating? How are you eating? Or what are you doing for exercise? It's just like you need to exercise, you need to lose weight. Well, duh, but like that's really hard. And if you've never had to do it, then awesome, kudos to you. I wish you much success in your life. But for everybody else, you know how hard it is to lose weight and to maintain a healthy lifestyle when like everything in your body is just fighting for some Dunkin' Donuts. Everything in your brain as well. That's probably the bigger part. So anyway, I had to fill out that patient history, and that was kind of fun actually to kind of fill out, my history with dieting, and it really just put in perspective how much I've actually tried dieting. I had to do a 24-hour diet recall, which is I'm sure what I'll discuss with a nutritionist. I'm like kind of excited about that. I have a long history of vlogs and MyFitnessPal and Weight Watchers to show like, look, this is what I eat. Like I'm not actually eating like people, like people look at my body and they probably assume what I'm eating. Like I don't actually eat like that. So it'll be I think interesting. I'm a little nervous, but also kind of excited to talk to a nutritionist. And I've never worked with a nutritionist before, so we'll see what she has to say. I'm kind of excited about that. So after my first visit with a nutritionist, the next step is I have to have an upper GI. I have some acid reflux several times a week. So they're going to do an upper GI to just make sure I don't have any scarring in my esophagus. So I'm hoping that that's not a hindrance to my, to my plans to proceed. Their program coordinator didn't seem super worried about it, but it's just, a step I have to go through. Then I have to have a psych eval with their psychologist. Not sure what to expect with that one. I'm a little bit nervous about, explaining my emotional eating problems, because I'm scared they'll be like, oh, well, you emotionally eat, and surgery won't cure that, so you're ineligible. Goodbye. But I do want to be honest. Like, I'm not going to try to hide anything. I'm not going to try to, like, pretend that I'm any different than what I am. I'm not very good at that. But so I'm kind of nervous about that visit, but hopefully it won't be anything too intense. I don't know. I'm picturing like an FBI interrogation room. Probably be a lot better than that. And then after that, I'll meet with a surgeon. He does a group seminar first, and then he meets with you one-on-one. So I'm hoping he'll talk to me about my options. I'm leaning towards vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I like the idea of it not being malabsorptive, like gastric bypass. I'm actually kind of athletic, and I have aspirations to be a distance hiker, be a long-term hiker. So the idea of not absorbing what I'm eating is a little bit scary to me. I just don't want to be like out on the trail or on a 30-mile bike ride and just like not be absorbing the nutrients that I'm eating. So anyway, that's what I'm considering that for. But he'll talk to me about what my options are and which one he thinks I should proceed with. So we'll see. Those are the steps. So by the time I finish the physician supervised diet, that'll be in March or April, whatever 6 months is from September or October, I guess my first meeting is. So that puts me at like April, May, June-ish. Doesn't he have a great laugh? He laughs so great. I love him. So that puts me at like April, May, or June for the surgery. Which is like, wow, that's so fast. It's coming up so fast. But really, like, it's not. Like, I've been thinking about it for so long. It's like just really kind of like the next natural step. But I guess every time I jump into a project, like I pre-plan and I pre-plan and I pre-plan, and I Hermione the crap out of it. And then it's like, oh, it's here. I'm so scared. But we'll see. So I'm gonna keep recording these whenever I have a visit or something I need to update, and then I guess I'll do the post-surgery weekly visits like everyone else does. We'll see how this goes, but I'm excited to kind of record what I'm thinking and feeling and what's going on, and just have a visual journal too. So hope you'll stick around, and maybe I'll get better at the whole video thing, but maybe I won't. No promises. Y'all have a good one. Bye. Talk to me about what my options are and which one he thinks I should proceed with. So we'll see. Those are the steps. So by the time I finish the physician supervised diet, that'll be in March or April, whatever 6 months is from September or October, I guess my first meeting is. So that puts me at like April, May, June-ish. Doesn't he have a great laugh? He laughs so great. I love him. So that puts me at like April, May, or June for the surgery. Which is like, wow, that's so fast. It's coming up so fast. But really, like, it's not. Like, I've been thinking about it for so long. It's like just really kind of like the next natural step. But I guess every time I jump into a project, like I pre-plan and I pre-plan and I pre-plan, and I Hermione the crap out of it. And then it's like, oh, it's here. I'm so scared. But we'll see. So I'm gonna keep recording these whenever I have a visit or something I need to update, and then I guess I'll do the post-surgery weekly visits like everyone else does. We'll see how this goes, but I'm excited to kind of record what I'm thinking and feeling and what's going on, and just have a visual journal too. So hope you'll stick around, and maybe I'll get better at the whole video thing, but maybe I won't. No promises. Y'all have a good one. Bye. I decided to start a vlog, I suppose, now that I'm in the 21st century, even though I'm too old.